Welcome back, explorers, to another abandoned house, but it's just not about any abandoned house. This is a 72-year-old woman that was tragically murdered in our manor house. Back in October 2013, her body was discovered with multiple gunshots. Literally, this crime shocked the community of this area. The brutality, victims' previously quiet life, didn't do nothing wrong. But do you know what this was all to do with? Money, the family. So as you'll find out as well, there was a 33-year-old homeless man that was paid a lot of money. He hid out inside the outer shed till the lady come home, possibly then broke in and opened fired, shooting her. So this was quite a big investigation, and it led everyone to three individuals. Annie and Michael was the daughter-in-law. So this 33-year-old was possibly acting under orders from one of the other two accused, initially confessed to the crime, but later retracted his statement. All three defendants denied any involvement to the murder was believed to be related to. So I'm going to take you around this beautiful house and show you just how this place has been left. And we're now standing here 12 years on to show you this place is still exactly how it would have been that day. And to think that possibly through that room there, or this room I'm standing in here, she lost her life. Now, I'm not giving too many names because I kind of want to try and preserve this as best as I can. So let's get on with the video. So what's happening, explorers? We've done all the intro bit, now we're heading down this lane to, yes, it's true, it's a real murder house. And I'm going to tell you a lot more of the history when we go around this place. It's absolutely disgusting what happened here with the family over money, and there's going to be a lot you're going to find out. But just want to say to you, explorers, look at the view here. So this is what 13 years looks like, abandoned. I don't even know if we're in the backyard of this place yet. It all looks the same. But I know it is somewhere this way. So yeah, 2012, this place was last ever occupied in. Apparently the police tape's still there and all, so we're gonna, yeah. And we'll explain what room and what happened and everything when we get there. So guys, we're literally hunting through it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the house on the map. We're kind of here. I don't even know what this building is here. It's a staircase. It's always risky when you go to places that you don't know, you know a bit about, but not enough. You can see the old gates there to an actual murder house we're going to be going to. But also look at this beautiful old building. It's situated on the grounds as well. Incredible. But here we go, guys. After hunting all through the woods, we are finally here. Guys, I'm seeing the police tape here, look. Everywhere. I just cannot believe I'm standing beside literally a real murder house right here. What's happening? After the hike through the woods, we are finally in the murder house. And already I feel like a really weird vibe already in here. Like, I don't know, when you look around there's so many windows and it's like the corner of your eye. Where the trees move outside, it's like someone walking around in here. So let's take you straight into the living area and we'll start the video properly. So let's see, this place has completely stood still from the night back in October 2013. And when I mean everything is left behind, everything is here. You know, just the way the tables are set up and these beautiful doors coming through. Look how thick that wood is there. Absolutely amazing. But the thing is, put in the comments below, could you live here knowing someone has been murdered here? Like, to me, I mean, personally, I don't think I could. So now, guys, as you can see, this place is a real time capsule. Literally everything's left here, from the drink, or the liquor as they call it in the US and other places. I mean, this is a woman that lost her husband when he was, I think he was in the late 60s or mid 60s. She lost her husband. You know, she was here on her own. You know, you got to trust your own family. So these are people that your son or your daughter potentially grow up and meet. A potential killer. I mean, this woman had a motive. She planned this whole thing with the lady's son to murder his mother and then pay a homeless guy, someone, you know, they wouldn't even care about, just to come and do it. I mean, she was 73. What's to say how long she would have lived for anyway? It's disgusting. Obviously, even just standing here, guys, gives me the chills to think, you know, she was last here picking these bottles up, moving her stuff around, her little liquor cupboard here. I mean, this could have been one of her children's, you know, little cuddly toys. Cannot get over it, guys. I really can't. The lady's son to murder his mother and then pay a homeless guy, someone, you know, they wouldn't even care about, just to come and do it. I mean, she was 73. What's to say how long she would have lived for anyway? It's disgusting. Obviously, even just standing here, guys, gives me the chills to think, you know, she was last here picking these bottles up, moving her stuff around, her little liquor cupboard here. I mean, this could have been one of her children's, you know, little cuddly toys. Cannot get over it, guys. I really can't. It just makes me wonder, not that I want to think of that, but I also want to pay her just a few seconds. Rest her, God bless us, rest her soul, you know. She didn't want to die. And it's mad to think, you know, walking around in here and not knowing what potential room that we're standing in, that where the crime was committed. Literally everything still standing here. So now look at it, they didn't get their inheritance anyway. So what we're later into believe as well, that because the daughter-in-law split up with her son, the will was changed. So obviously she wasn't getting any inheritance now. And I don't think she trusted the son. I mean, look at this, guys. Even a drink literally still there. That surely been poured. That surely would have got mould on it now. Let me know in the comments below. Would certain liquors go mouldy? Or were they literally preserved? And the beautiful views here. Let's just turn the light off a sec. But look at this. It's on acres of land. And it's just literally all woodlands around here. Could you live out in the middle of the woods? Because this is technically what this is like. There's nothing here apart from, we'll have to work out what it's called down there, but there's another building down there, quite away from here, but that's it. I mean, look at all this. So again, her husband here. I'm guessing this is the mother and the daughter-in-law, maybe? It only says she had one son. What are these? Okay, we're not going to show this, but this is really graphic. This would probably have been your adult XX rated back in the day there. God, guys, look at this old chair. You'd put that in the ground and then you'd sit there and it folds up. So regardless what happened, it's a beautiful place. But would you want to live here? Also let me know, could you potentially move into a murder house where someone has been shot multiple times? I just love everything. The little biscuit jars, still with the biscuits in there. So we worked out she's a big fan of ducks. Look how cool this little fish is. I really like that. That's really cool. So this is what we're saying. Each house we explore in Abandon, it's all got a story. There's a Phantom of the Opera ticket there. Again, the beautiful little ducks. And every house, as we said, definitely has got a story. Now, I don't want to be offensive by saying this wrong, but it was very different, that. Never seen a Jesus that looks like that. And here, the little old bell. That's beautiful, I like that. Looking on the side here, what is this? Is that part of an old coral or fish? I don't know. Coral, I think. All this here, the wax candles. I'm not going to lie, guys, even sitting in here, you just feel like people walking past the windows all the time. It really freaks you out. I don't know why. Oh, guys, I love this illustration. Look at this. I absolutely love that. Look at that. That's so cool. The old dentist chair. It's one of my fears, a dentist. But look, everything is still here. The salt shaker there's broke. Crazy. I do really like that picture there, that duck. It's incredible. And there's the husband again. So even the dinner table's still set. But you know, I'm not saying 100% that it's been set. But there's, as you can see, there's a lot of mould in there. Oh, look at the little salt and pepper pots. So we just move ourselves over here. Oh, look at this. I don't know what to use that for. It's pretty cool though. And here you got all this like bronzy, coppery pottery. It even looks like the price tag's still on that one. And I do apologise to some that may offend that try and open the drawer, but they don't open. So it's all the dishes and stuff. It's locked. And there we go. Oh wow. Look how beautiful they look. I've never even seen plates that look like that. Maybe for serving fish. Yeah, just panning around looking again.
Down here from upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Hearing the sound from someone coming through the garage.
Do you want to see what the guy looked like?
Oh, you found the killer, like the actual what
Yeah,
it looks like?
I found the actual. Oh.
Now, Ravik put this all on the freaking internet, but yes.
There it
Holy
is.
fuck.
So she sent
That
to
is
him,
him.
tragically murdered in her manor in Roisin, Belgium.
Holy
How do you
crap.
pronounce her name? How would you
I
pronounce
can't.
it?
I was gonna say Francis.
Because
Francis.
me and Dan were like, Dan got it right, and I still can't get.
Oh my
Fran.
god, bro, that kid looks crazy. They're all in jail now.
So guys, this is the homeless guy that took her life. So yeah, walking back around this dining room. So it was basically the daughter-in-law was married to her son. They had a divorce. She was taken off the wheel, and then she met this new boyfriend. So her whole plot was that she was now not getting his inheritance money. So before we think she could change the will, she plotted with her new boyfriend to kill her old mother-in-law. That is crazy. That's some sick shit, and I'm sorry for swearing, but it's absolutely disgusting. It just shows you how greedy and powerful, horrible people can be. So look how beautiful this flooring is. You can imagine it all polished up in here. All the stuff completely polished up. Now I know a lot of people are going to say there ain't much dust, but there is. But also, dust is caused by humans being around. And obviously this place has been sat still, as I said, for almost 12 years. So let's take you through the kitchen. Just before we go in the kitchen, let's have a little look in this cupboard here. So we've got some books. I mean, look, guys, this just shows you, doesn't it? Everything is left behind. And look, these looks like some maybe old family videos, old Goldfinger, Highlander. And this is the sort of stuff we did as kids. We'd ask you, you know, you'd bring a cassette to your dad and say, Dad, can you record such and such? You know, a lot of the younger generations now, you probably show them that as a kid, they'll be like, I don't know what it is. But that was us, that was me. I mean, I was born in 83, so I grew up in the 80s. And yeah, a whole video collection still here. What's in here? Nothing. Probably maybe an old silver set that's probably walked itself maybe out the door, because yeah, there's definitely been another explorer we believe came here, or a couple of explorers. Wow, I loved, you know, these. Now when I see these kind of okay, so this is obviously our husband's collection, which we won't show exactly what they are, but if you can translate that, you might actually know what it is. But yeah, that's definitely the husband's, or I mean, she could have been into that, I don't know, but yeah, we've got some dirty movies in there. And there's a DVD there as well that's a bit rude, so let's cover that up as well. So basically, yeah, we've got a Madame du Bon Plaisir or something. So I'll let you translate that, guys. So we're going to shut this up a minute. I mean, Dan's just been upstairs, so I'm going to ask him what he thinks, if that's all right with Dan. So, bro, I just said that you, so you've just come from upstairs.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I didn't catch what you were saying there. So, what do you think? Do you think she made the phone call in the bedroom? Well, she was upstairs, wasn't she?
Yeah, so he hid out of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone to bed. He's got in somehow. She's heard the noises.
Yep.
She's phoned the police.
Yep.
Confident enough that the police are on the way, she then proceeds to come down the stairs.
Right, okay.
Obviously,
What, oh, through here?
yeah, well, down the stairs first.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no carpet throughout this section, it's quite echoey. So
Gotcha.
in the dead of night, if you're stood in here in silence, you're going to hear someone walking down the stairs.
Well, she must have been terrified, maybe, you know.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, if I put myself in the place of a killer, if I heard her walking down the stairs, I wouldn't proceed to
exactly.
meet her. I'd hide around the corner somewhere, or I'd wait until I've got line of sight.
So it's got to happen in here.
I think it happened in here. Now, we could be completely wrong.
Yep.
He could have ran upstairs and shot her in the bedroom. I see no signs at all in that bedroom that someone was shot. I don't see any stains anywhere. The thing is, with this flooring, with this like
Exactly,
tile
yeah.
flooring,
It's been-
it's so easy to clean.
Forensic probably have come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd. I think if there was blood all over the floor even for a couple of days, it'd be an easy clean. So I don't know if the only sign I think we'd find is if we found an exit bullet hole that had exited her body and hit the wall,
true,
whatever. Yeah, that's the only I think sign. But I've not seen anything. But like I said to Josh, it's like finding a bullet hole in a wall is like
Yeah,
needle in a
exactly.
haystack, you know. So
Exactly. So when I stand up, you'll see outside this villa as we go round, or they call this what do they call this? What do they say this on there?
Huh?
It's not a chateau. What was it pronounced on there? Oh, in a manor house.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is called a manor in France, Belgium, which I believe is just a house. I could be wrong. But this all looks like reclaimed wood. This could have been off an old ship or something, dude. Look at the old notches, cut holes, and here you've got the original old bolts. But this looks too old for this house, if you make sense. When you look outside, I could be wrong. So anyway, let's go through the kitchen, guys. And one thing I noticed as well, I see this door open here, but there's stairs that literally that have been originally blocked off, that would have gone somewhere. Very, very weird. Fucking shit the half out of me then. You seen this staircase to nothing? Crazy. And then straight in here, guys, into the kitchen, where, as I said, everything, and you can see she's a very tidy lady. This house would have been spotless, well, it still is. One thing we did see down here, which we know it wasn't a stabbing victim, but there was a knife there that's left on the floor. Obviously you would have had a little cat. I'm going to move this. I know you're probably all going to hate on me online for moving it, but I mean, look, guys, literally the freaking food's still on the side. 20, I mean that, look, 2013. She's obviously picked this up at the groceries not long before. And here all the tea, the secret garden. Ooh, that wasn't me opening that. I love all these, look at these old knobs on here. Let's check in here. Wow, guys, look, come on. Literally all the food is still here. Everything is still here. This is crazy. And as you can see, everything should be around the same sort of date, 2014, which obviously is going to have a bit of life on it. 2013. So she's physically put all this stuff in there herself, and just now her life was shortened. Look at this little spice rack. A little drawer on the bottom. Just a little spider there, living there in his new little home. I mean, personally, like, I know you shouldn't even have to worry in your own home. And it just shows you the dangers of the world. I know, you know, you could be attacked by a bear or you could be attacked by anything, but the fact is, it just proves that countries and places are only unsafe. What the hell was that? It's coming from the basement, not squeaking. I suppose. It just proves, doesn't it, that places and countries are only unsafe because of people. People make it unsafe to travel all over the world. It's just who it is. Guys, look at this. Look at how deep that is, guys. It just shows you how much damp has caused this place to flood. Oops. The old can of drink now just knocked in. This is crazy, isn't it? So yeah, think about it, guys. The month she died. Over here. Got the Coke Zero still here. December 2013. But yeah, it just shows you everything's still here. Well, you proved that anyway. It's in the food cupboard.
Yeah, I looked in that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's probably all your utensils. You should put that probably in there, to be honest. Probably just touch the suspected murder weapon and all.
Look at this old toast.
Oh wow, I didn't know what I didn't see that. Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
I actually love that. Look at that guy. Look at that. Siemens. Never seen a toaster like that.
You know what sign I've realised as well? She had a dog.
Oh, she?
Yeah, look, there's little treats there in dog bed.
I see a little cat biscuit and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little chain. Oh, is that the name there? The dog.
It's a number. Oh yeah, there we go. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo. So we've got Doo-doo the dog as well. I think we've had a look all around here. So we'll start heading upstairs. Little plastic bags. Oh, look at this bit here. So let me know what this says, guys. The fact it's 20th of May is the day we leave to actually leave the area, and this was dated then 20th, I believe MAI is May 1984. So this was basically a year and this was a year and 3 months before I was born. But I'm not sure what it is, so if you can translate that, guys, let me know what it says, because there is no internet here. So we'll have a little walk around here. What was this? What are these used for?
I think that was a coffee bean grinder.
Oh, a coffee, yeah, a coffee grinder. The lady grey tea. Right, let's take you upstairs. Shit. Dude, what are these? They look like beaks. They're not beaks though. What? I don't even know what these are, guys. What the hell are these? And why are they hanging on the door? So obviously you see I started the video right there at the front door. This is obviously that area. Wondering if her husband was a dentist because of there's another dentist figurine. So guys, look. This is literally, I think, the house we're standing in. It's sad, isn't it, when you start looking around and, you know, thinking, you know, she's all alone here, upstairs, and having to deal with a 33-year-old man in her house. Unfortunately, he went with the whole thing and took her life. How did they even think to get away with it? You know what, hoping he wouldn't say nothing and just take the blunt? With situations like that, people can change very much easy. People like, things like that, there's a teddy bear there. The thing is, you could pay someone to do that horrible thing. But the fact is, when it gets found out and arrested, do you really think they're going to keep quiet? Now they're going to be facing a murder charge. Now I don't normally show bathrooms, but I think that is an absolute beautiful toilet system. You've got the little concrete bit there. Looks like fox hunters here or something. And this here, hanging off the radiator. I love these old type. I call these like school radiators, but I absolutely love them. And here, look at the sink again. There's so much going on just on the sink. And you can see where it's abandoned now. It's just ruining it with a constant drip, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if it's hunters out. Yeah, there's a hunter out on a thing. All going on just in that sink. And that's what you're seeing here on this whole background. Yeah, I forgot what they call this. Isn't it like flock or something? It's like a material they put on the wall. What would this little brush be, guys? Let me know. Why would that be hanging up in the bathroom? Can't be a nail brush. Let's go upstairs, guys. This is going to kind of take you back now. Back in October 2013, where she would have heard a noise from her bedroom and headed down the zigzag staircase to basically meet her fate. Which that's really, just really sad to think that. You know, it's another, you know, it could be my mum one day, or it could be, you know, it's just, can't believe it. Let's go through here. That's beautiful, I love that. And look here, there's a gun picture on top of the frame. Now guys, check out this bedroom. I actually love the way it's built in the roof. You can see the damps come in now. So we don't know if she was getting into her bed that evening of the 10th or the 11th of October. But the fact she was in this, up here in one of these rooms and heard someone downstairs. Can you imagine how you'd feel being in your house all alone? And the fact that you're in the middle of nowhere. So police are not going to get here quick. Not that they do anyway, but this is crazy. crazy. It's actually quite... Catch you up a little bit thinking about it. So it's amazing here when you look back at pictures. So her and her husband, and there's a son. So you think this son met this woman who unfortunately took his own mother's life later on. Stand that picture up. That's better. So yeah, as I said, you never know who your kids are going to meet. A potential killer. So it's amazing here when you look back at pictures. So her and her husband, and there's a son. So you think this son met this woman who unfortunately took his own mother's life later on. Stand that picture up. That's better. So yeah, as I said, you never know who your kids are going to meet. A potential killer. Look at this picture here, I love this. Look at this, the way they're all marching along. This is an old picture here, or? Look at that. This looks like an old gymnastics class. Let's see an old pictures. There's postcards. I mean, some of these are so old. Look at these. I love these old postcards. Look at these, guys. Absolutely amazing. I love the old illustration stuff. And just looking back on her bed here. So if you didn't see the sheep, I can't remember if I was there when I opened the door, but I noticed the sheep was stuck in between the pillars, so I set him up. And again, look, some of her stuff. It's weird how her clothing's all gone from here. Look at these guys as I'm flicking through. How beautiful these are, old postcards. And yeah, I've just lifted them out of the box because I kind of wanted to look at them. The old harp. So there's addresses on here, so I'm not sure if it's this actual address until I look. But it's definitely addresses. It's really cool, isn't it? If anyone can translate that. Beautiful handwriting. But these are incredible. I love these. I love the old stamps on them as well. But yeah, look. Another one there. So if we've got any French speakers in, if they can read that, it's very small though, so if we want to pause the screen there, just to chuck these back. I just like having a look sometimes. There you go. Back in there. And look at, I just love this old furniture. But as I said, who would want to live in an old murder house? Oh guys, check this out here. Look at this. And there's beautiful photos, guys. You can skip on if you want, but I'm going through every picture because this is absolutely beautiful. These need to be saved. There's got to be some family members or somewhere that could, you know, keep these. Sometimes I ask myself what, you know, life's about, creating memories, having fun. You know, we go with the ups and the downs, as we all say. But then everything we love gets taken from us at some point. It's just really sad when you think about, oh, what is all this about? We create memories, we keep pictures. For what? I'm not seeing any pictures outside this house yet. But this is a lady, by the way, that was murdered here. Obviously she's a lot younger then, but... So who would have thought she'd moved to this house, thinking probably her dream house, and then getting her life pulled from her. So guys, I skipped a few there, because there was quite a few topless ones of her, so I skipped straight through them. yeah, that is worth probably the most in this whole house, because to me, you know, you can't put a price on that. Look at this here. Is that another one? No way, it is. Look, there's a name. Let's have a look. Let's give her some time. You think this poor lady, shot in her own home at 70, is it 72, 73 years of age? These look like holiday pictures. I'm going to show these because if there is someone that recognises the family or, you know, the story, come and save these. You know, even if you don't want to step it. Sorry, top this one again. Even if you don't want to save or take anything, just take the memories of her. There's her husband, as you see in the older pictures downstairs. There you go, there's her name. So we'll put that back in this box here. It looks like she's kept that in a little keepsake box. There's a wig here, guys. Or part of her hair, but you'd stick on. Okay. We'll put that back there. Do you think she may have even took her shoes off before she was just about to get into bed? Love the way they used to run the wallpaper around the rooms onto the doors. I mean, this is like a walk-in wardrobe, this bit. And this makes sense then. There's her clothes. All her shoes. Still can't believe it. You know, that picture was taken downstairs in our home. And there's a dog. Doodoo, is it? Concealed gowns this side as well. Look at this. All of her clothing. I don't know what they call these. It's like slideshow pictures. As if these still open. They do. You see like nature literally just trying to come in. And guys, it just proves that glass there would have been her last glass of drink. Because no one would have come out here, explorers. You can see now, it's all starting to overgrow here. Taking everything back. Yeah. Right, let's head back into this room. So I didn't show you this room. I've just come in from the hallway, but I kind of wanted to start out in the balcony. There was a random hammer here. But this is what I love. Look at all these old pictures here. Oh, there she is, and there's her husband. So she had her life stolen from her. This is what I'm saying, when you look back at stuff like this and like looking at them all, it just makes you think, you know, by putting someone in prison, is that fair? That person's now took someone's life. They still eat, drink, breathe air, live their life to full, but just lose their rights basically to free movement. That's all it is. Look at all these. Sorry guys, but I love the old pictures. So this here would have been taken here. That's the doors downstairs. Is that 1973? 10 years before I was born, guys. Okay, that makes me think, okay. So this is starting to come a bit clearer. So she had a daughter as well. So it was a son and a daughter. You can tell she really loved her husband though. Obviously he's passed away and she's literally kept everything out still. Just not sure about the hammer. Maybe this was his hammer though. You know? I love this teddy bear light. So he or her was definitely a dentist. 100%. There's a tooth there. 1,000,000%. I'm not quite sure who, but one of them was. And I would like to say her husband was. So we're going to put this back here. This was actually just near the door there, guys, but I wanted to open the door. This is really beautiful, the hat. I don't know what these were for. Was it just like a sitting area or a leaning bit? I'm not sure. What is this? I remember a little notebook. That's really cool. Really cute little book there. Oh, loads of shoes. This is crazy, guys. So just working my way over here. See some more pictures. There's just so many memories in here. Look at this. Maybe his or her grandparents. Or her parents, should I say. That's a really cool picture of Jesus there. I like that. Okay, so that's their star signs there. So either him or her. That's my star sign though, guys. So there was definitely a Leo in the house. So I'm going to shut these back up, but there's a few of his clothes still in here. So maybe she just couldn't part with everything. Well, they could have all been her actually, but look at how long these have been abandoned, guys. Look at it, the mould all over the clothes. What's this, an old, probably would have been an old hat box. Let's lock that up. Well, that's really nice. Old silver mirror. I mean, this still looks the same, but not the reflection. What film's that off, guys? Same, it is basically like that anyway. I probably said that slightly wrong. I feel like my ears are pulling out this mask. What is this now? Little chain on the light. I don't know if there's anything in here. Okay, Trojan. It's like a little medical cupboard. I wonder what these news clippings are, why she's kept these. Well, there's her husband again. Just a shame they're on the floor. If we've got any guys, people in here can translate this for me. In Belgium, Dutch, or is it France, French? There's a little bottle of ink up there that's spilt down over the years. Okay, so there's a shower room. All of her belongings. Everything, guys. So if you recognise, or you're French, and you recognise, sorry, are these Dutch books or are they French books? It looks like French to me, a lot of the writing, because obviously we are quite close to, like, on the border of France now. But you think if you live like in the middle of nowhere, hearing about this murder would have probably scared a lot of people, especially if they're on their own and thinking, like, you know, anything like this could happen anytime. I really like this book cabinet as well. Look at this. Where is it all? This is Christmas decorations. Yeah. All Christmas lights, decorations there. I thought these were all like handmade or something. It's just, I don't even know what it is. I thought it looked like metal then, like, but it's not. Just so much storage in this place. Look at it. Another praying chair. Crazy. How you doing?
Yeah, see the gun box.
Is that what that is, you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Look, and there's that come out of it.
Oh, of course. I said that was I thought it was a musical thing.
No, someone's took the gun out of it.
Damn. Oh, look, you can see the butt shape.
Yep.
So where's this gun gone? The reason I stood it up is because...
Does it say on the front?
Is that? Oh, it's not a coin jar.
Please keep your distance.
Keep your distance, and there's a sleeve there. So before I head downstairs, I'm going to take you back right now. If we think about, Josh just did it here, but back in October now, you'd have heard that noise. I probably wouldn't have heard the noise, and they'd probably laugh up there. So my hearing's terrible, guys. But you would have heard the noise. You should have headed down the stairs and either met a face of a killer, or she would have walked out and not even known, and then next minute shot at. I just cannot get over it. I really can't. Look, guys, just how people can be all happy, members of your family all here, to literally now nothing, guys. A little cat there. Just to let you know as well, it's not real, for anyone attacks me on here for it. I'm not sure if that old manor house is abandoned. Let's just go into the garage. Oh wow. It's like a lovely little annex. There's a shower in here, everything. Look at this, guys. More books and documents. See some whiskey up there. In the little outer building here, all the utensils for the dental. In the scalpel there.
And then these.
Oh look.
Feet.
Yeah, taxidermy.
Is that moose? What is that claw?
It's like some kind of Hills of Ice stuff.
Oh, they're the things hanging on the door.
Yeah.
You see them in there?
Yeah.
Guys, the car is still here as well.
It's brand new. Go and get it.
Literally brand new.
Sorry?
It smells like brand new leather.
Oh, really?
Like a brand new car, yeah.
Oh, you smell the leather. Look at this, guys. Literally a car still sat here. So yeah, guys, definitely I'd expect low mileage because the leather is so strong in there and there's no wear on it at all. As you can see, everything's still here. Literally everything. So explorers, hopefully you enjoyed that house. I mean, there's not really a lot to enjoy knowing what happened in here. And as you said, you can see police tape just hanging there on the window as well. But I just want to say thanks so much for clicking on my video. It costs nothing to subscribe, guys, so please hit that like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And check out on all other social medias for unseen clips and pictures and everything else. So I'm really bunged up today, so love you loads, guys. Stay safe. Check out the other guys' channels, and I'll see you on the next adventure.